or not. This first world Hollow Bastion, usually pretty fast. Should get out of here in about 10 minutes. You really only need 7 cards to complete the world. But he is looking for the more ideal cards right now. There are no major glitches in this game, just some gameplay tricks. You may notice that Sonic is doing a sort of 5-hit combo. If you stock 3 cards, and then just attack twice, with the 3rd hit being triangle, that would result in a 5-hit combo. Saves a little time, keeps Riku a little more airborne. So the way you move through this game is using special cards to create rooms. Ideally, you want to use the smallest rooms to walk through and the biggest rooms for door requirements. Boss time. Nothing fancy here, just attack, try not to get broken. Yep, decent fight. But Sonic has all the cards he needs, so he no longer has to stay. No, no particular broken mechanics in the game. Two-hit stun is complete skill. Alright, now it's time for the tutorial to unlock Dark Mode and Rapid Break. Gonna make the run much faster. Alrighty, now we arrive at the longest world of the game. I mentioned before, Sonic only needed 7 cards to get through Hollow Bastion. However, what he's going to do here is to grind to get all the cards he'll need to complete the game without getting into any more random encounters. So we're looking at a maximum of 80 fights. That is entirely dependent on the amount of random jokers he gets. Now, a random joker is a special card in this game. It can fulfill the requirement for any door. The best runs have 4 jokers to use. So we're just gonna have to bless RNG and hope we get the amount he wants. Nothing we could do to promote our chances. Hello! There we go. First random joker. Aye! Rigged. That's what this game is. Never know when they're going to pop up. So, for a comfortable run, 2 is actually the minimum. So, I'm sure Sonic can breathe a little easier now. Now, the routes he would like to grind in is Strong Initiative, preferably. If not that, he's looking for a Teeming Darkness. Regrettably, he hasn't gotten either one so far, so he's gonna have to just fight the randoms here until it drops. Wonderful. Much better route. Now, the reason we like Teeming Darkness is that while it's a big room, it has a lot of Heartless to fight. And with that, that would mean you have to open up less rooms to get your final card count to exit this world. We'll see good Rapid Break usage here. When Riku engages Rapid Break, the attacks come out faster and stronger. But we'll be doing stuff like this for the next half an hour or so. Oh, but it looks like you got a very nice, strong initiative card. The run is roughly an hour and 30 minutes long. No sense in wasting the spawns here, so Sonic went ahead and took care of most of them. He had to go back to the room because his strong initiative was of a lower value than anticipated. How the room values work: for every room you open, the next one is going to be one value higher. So for instance, this room was a 2, the next door requirement is going to be 3 or higher. You'll see with this strong initiative room, ambushing all the enemies is a must while in the room. This will spawn every one of them in the first wave with only 1 HP, killable in 1 strike. Joker number 3! So with that, Sonic doesn't need more than 70 cards right now. So yeah, plain old luck just gets rid of 10 fights. Nice camera. Looks like my microphone is a little delayed compared to what's actually happening on screen. Haha, 4th Joker, guys. Let's go. Gotta run. So while any extra jokers aren't strictly necessary, there's no reason to complain if he does get them. There are other doors that are useful to throw one out on. This is what he was posting. This could be quite handy, thank you. Later on, I think Sonic will do a manual card count check, just so he knows he has enough to leave the world. strong initiative. Nice. So, along with the 70 cards, Sonic is going to want to be level 14 when he leaves Traverse Town. The way the level ups work is Riku has one of 3 stats he could put the level up points towards, either HP, DP, or AP. HP we don't really need for this run. If you don't get hit, what's the point? AP will be attack points. So ideally all our level ups will go to there. However, the ability to level up attack happens every 3 levels, starting at level 2. So level 5, 8, 11, and 14. That's where the attack boost is going to finish at the end of the grind. Sonic is right now is Looming Darkness. It's the 3rd best choice next to Strong Initiative and Teaming Darkness. His values weren't that good. It's not a big concern. Fights are going well. Farming segment should be going on for another 15 minutes max. But we do it here because the fights are the easiest. And so we could spend the rest of the run focusing on movement and boss battles. The difference between Japanese and English is very minimal. In Riku's mode, you save maybe 3 seconds. In Sora's mode, you would save about 30. but it's only text boxes. There's no gameplay difference. Once Sonic reaches level 11, if he hasn't already, would be a good time to fight the boss. It's definitely a good level. With decent EXP and the guard armor boss, he should be able to get to level 14. Okay, boss battle. So, you may notice that there's actually a second deck to use. These are consisting of enemy cards. Now, the main enemy card to use will be Maleficent Dragon, or the attack boosting one. So, pretty much at the start of every battle, that's the one Sonic would like to trigger. Got the gimmick card, that's good. Gimmick is the golden Mickey Zero card that appears on most non-Castle Oblivion bosses. It just provides a different mechanic to the fight, in this case, stunning guard armor. Very solid fight there. For some boss strategies, that gimmick is mandatory, others it's just convenient. Sadly, the one unskippable cutscene in this game. Okay, we've got the boss finished in this world. We're just gonna clean up with the card grind. He got his 4 jokers, so he does not need more than 70. And it's by pure convenience that on an average run, Riku will become level 14 at the same point he obtains the 70th card. There is some randomness to that depending on the speed of your battles, whether you picked up all the EXP. quick check there just to see how many cards were left. Alright, and we're level 14. Looks like we're just about done with Traverse Town. However, it looks like something did not go quite as planned. To complete the run, Sonic does need a 0 blue card. And despite having 70 battles, it just did not appear. So you have to open up this roulette room and hopefully you can find it. ETA should be about an hour and 30 minutes. There it is. Okay, now we can move on. If he had a 5th Joker, he wouldn't have to worry about it. But those are the breaks. Still, a decent grind. So, now we start dodge rolling through our worlds, dodge rolling being faster than just walking. We have a set order we like to do. The way the difficulty works in this game is that the HP of the bosses gradually gets bigger and bigger the deeper you go into the castle. So the bosses with the most challenge, or the ones that, for instance, are multi-cycle, we would like to do first. Since they have less HP, you need a greater chance to one-cycle them, saving time. We start with Agrabah because it gives us the second most important card in the game, Attack Bracer, or the Genie Jafar enemy card. This card, when used, makes our cards and slates unbreakable. So I mentioned before, the best way to go about this is using small rooms to walk through and bad rooms to unlock doors. Lasting Days happens to be one of the worst cards you can walk through, so it's best to get rid of those ASAP. But boss time. Nothing too fancy, just attack the lamp and hope that the platforms stay raised. 5-hit combos, so everything stays in the air. That was perfect. Reload was just for complete safety. But he did that in one deck. Lost the word there. But this is how the worlds pretty much go. Run through, attack the boss, run back to the exit door. Thankfully, the rooms are not randomized in this game. It's going to be the same direction. Regardless of what type of world you open. So as long as you've memorized the way it goes, well, you'll know where to go. Now we come to a Castle Oblivion boss, Vexen. This might be our first chance to show off the 2-stun lock. Just get into dark mode. Yeah, a little bad luck there. But there we go. Riku's second strike while in dark mode causes the enemy to get stunned. And you could just repeat this until they die. So, good fight. So another difference with this mode, at least compared to Sora mode, all the decks in Reverse Rebirth are pre-built for you, depending on which world you're in. So Castle Oblivion has its own set of cards. Agrabah had a special deck. Wonderland is going to have a special deck. Destiny Islands will have a different deck. So there's no need to open the menu and check everything. All the cards will be in the same order and the same value every run. Okay, boss time. Captain Hook. almost anything can happen, really. And looks like something happened with RPG Limit Break. Sonic is still going. But yes, Dark Mode and 2-stun combo. The quirk of this battle is that the ship that he's fighting on is actually moving up and down. So to stun lock, you need to do it in the airborne 2-hit combo. But we're good. Everything is back up to normal. So you may have noticed Sonic is using the same type of card over and over. This is useful in that it saves load times in between rooms. So in the ideal world, we would be using the same card for that entire world. However, this is entirely dependent on your card value and whether you even have enough. So in this case, there were 4 rooms to walk through, so there were definitely enough cards to use. But the later he goes, the more often he'll have to use just a random assortment of what he has left. Alright, we're at the last world of the first set. It's going to be a second set after that, followed by, I believe, 2 more worlds. And boss time again. Parasite Cage, just... oh, don't get broken, don't be in the acid for too long. You'll see in the lower left, the overdrive counter is going down. Good for only so many attacks. So something I might not have touched upon before, but similar to random jokers, zero cards can be used for many different door requirements as well. So if the door says 5 or higher, you could just toss a 0, and that will actually reset the next door counter back to 1. The 0 card does not work on a door requirement that has an equal symbol, so one that requires a 5 exactly, for instance. But we come to another Castle Oblivion boss, Riku Replica. Just like Vexen, we're going to try the 2-hit stun. Gotta go fast. And he got the stun. He's already got Overdrive enabled. And then he just goes to town. Perfect fight. But now we start a second set of worlds. Now, we will be doing Halloween first, because like I mentioned, the boss will have the least amount of HP, and this boss does have the unfortunate cycle mechanic to it. So ideally we would get it done in one cycle. Okay, so in this battle we really do want to get a card right away. Not lucky enough. That's unfortunate. So instead he'll opt for Dark Mode. Slightly faster attacks, stronger power. Oh, there we go. 5th dice roll. Okay, 2 cycle. While Dark Aura is the strongest slate in the game, depending on some of the boss's mechanics, they might not get hit by the full damage. So you pretty much pick and choose when you think is the best time to use it. Alright, let's move on. Atlantica houses another multi-cycle boss, so like before we want to do this one ASAP. Okay, boss time. Gimmick is useful. I'll have to get rid of the tentacles here first before the actual boss HP comes into play. A little bad luck with card values there. So using that slate just brought the boss back. Almost. There we go. Now, Wonderland. Wonderland is known best for providing the worst deck Riku could use compared to every single other world. You'll find out when we encounter the boss, but we know how to handle it. And here we go. The deck consists of 12 cards, highest one being a 5. I said 12, I think I meant 9. Ugh, what a gameplay decision. But perfect battle. By slaving your cards, all the values add up to a higher number. Use that high number to crush the boss. But Trickmaster doesn't use any slates, and his highest card is an 8. So proper timing, and it's a straightforward battle. And final world of the second set. Expected runtime will be 1 hour and 30 minutes. Boss time. So he'll be going for the tried and true 2-stun lock. Unfortunately, Hades tossed the slate right away, so that stun lock will no longer be possible. However, we do have a backup. By using the Power Wild enemy card, that provides a Dark Aura. By converting all the 1s into 9s. That will have to do. Sometimes the luck just isn't there. For the record, Berserk Charge is the worst enemy card in the game. But we're done with the second set of worlds now. Okay, like Sayus. Here is where Dark Aura really gets to shine. So, this glowy form Lixeus takes, that's exactly what we want to see. Now, in this form, he cannot be staggered. So when using Dark Aura, he takes full damage. And having equipped Attack Bracer can't be broken, and the boss is done. tail end of the run now. 2 more worlds, 4 more bosses. Just some bad luck. Thankfully, we can escape any encounter. And we come to our first back-to-back boss battle, with first up being Darkseid. So here is another one where Gimmick Heart is a must if we want to do this fast. And to do so, we will first let Darkseid attack. This will trigger some shadow spawns. And defeating them drops the card. And if he places himself correctly, shoots up and can attack his head for maximum damage. Good fight. Level ups at this point in the game don't have a big difference as to where we allot them, HP or DP. Okay, Zexion. Lots of fun. You get permanent dark mode, and you just don't know what he's going to do. So, complete adaptation, complete skill for this fight. Good fight. Second last world now. There's that zero blue he was striving for back in Traverse Town. But this, arguably the hardest boss in the game, Riku Replica 2. He'll be aiming for the 2-stun combo. Sad that he got knocked out of Dark Mode, getting hit too many times. Quick heal and a stun. Try and get back into Dark Mode. Okay. Not perfect, but he didn't die. Very possible in this battle. Twilight Town also kind of a big world, so sometimes he has to use the worst cards just to get through it. That encounter just won't let up. Sonic definitely had enough cards to finish the run, so that's good. Miscounting can lose a run entirely. Fighting in Castle Oblivion is remarkably slow. God, final world, just 2 rooms and the boss door.